You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
As you guys know, Imane Khelif is sidelined from boxing in women's divisions. World Boxing, the IOC, said no, you cannot compete. Now, if you actually want to compete, you must actually submit to a sex test. But Imane Khelif has not done that. I find it very interesting, guys, because Imane Khelif was supposed to compete in some events coming up, like right around the corner, like a couple of weeks or so, if I'm not mistaken. But Imane Khelif has not submitted to the sex test. And I believe he has no intentions whatsoever because it's going to confirm what we already know. This is a male. Everyone knows now about the leak test that came out because International Boxing banned him because he failed the sex test. But in 2024, the IOC said, it's okay. We're going to ignore that. You can actually compete at the Olympics. And what happened? He stole a gold medal. Hitting women so hard, man. Angela Carini had to stop. Said she had never been hit that hard. Imane Khelif is a male. They were actually protesting in the ring. Everyone knew it. But is Imane Khelif gone forever? Not according to Imane Khelif. Because now, guys, Imane Khelif seems to be very, very defiant on being practically banned from women's boxing. Actually put out a statement. Now, Imane Khelif's manager, former representation, something like that, came out and said, yeah, Imane Khelif is retired. Imane Khelif came back and put out a statement and is very, very defiant when it comes to, quote unquote, retiring. Actually, guys, he's doubling down. Said, nah, I'm not retiring. I'm still training. He plans on fighting against women still. But I just don't see a path, guys, for that to actually happen. Let's get into it. Here we go. Right over here on Outkick. Imane Khelif squashes retirement rumors following World Boxing's mandatory sex testing. All Imane Khelif has to do, guys, is just take the test. If you pass, you pass. If you fail, well, we know what's going to happen. Says here, despite World Boxing's new policy requiring mandatory sex testing, Imane Khelif has no plans to retire from the sport. Last week, the governing body officially announced that all athletes over the age of 18 who want to participate in a World Boxing owned or sanctioned competition will need to undergo a once-in-a-lifetime PCR test or a functional medical equivalent test to determine their genetic sex. That way, only males can compete in the men's category, and only females can compete in the women's category. It makes sense, right? If I was an athlete, guys, and I had to submit a sex test, I believe it's just a swab of the cheek, I would do it. I have nothing to hide. I'm a man. I know I'm a man. But in the case of Imane Khelif, I truly do believe he actually knows he's not a woman. That's why he's not taking the test. Khelif drew attention to the issue during the 2024 Paris Olympics when the Algerian boxer, who is reported to have a difference of sex development and XY chromosomes, captured a gold medal in women's boxing. Yeah. And also, guys, there's a new picture going around of Imane Khelif. Looks kind of photoshopping away, trying to look more like a female. But don't buy it. But here's the kicker right here, guys. Shortly after the announcement, Khelif's former manager, Nasser Yesfa, revealed in an interview that the Olympic champion had, quote, left the world of boxing, fueling retirement rumors. Khelif quickly put those rumors to rest, writing in a Facebook post that Yasfa, quote, no longer represents me in any way, and that he had betrayed the trust and betrayed the country with his false and purposeful statements. Quote, I've never announced my retirement from boxing, but I'm still committed to my sport career. I train regularly and maintain my fitness between Algeria and Qatar in preparation for the upcoming merits. Khelif continued. How are you actually going to fight in sanctioned fights if you're not doing a test? Someone's got to explain that to me. Are you just going to be like a street boxer now or something? But anyway, it goes on. Quote, such rumors are spreading only to disrupt and insult my athletic and professional career. I will always remain loyal to the sport of boxing and my homeland, Algeria. And this false news will not deter me from continuing to defend and honor the colors of my country in international concerts. I thank everyone who supported me and still supporting me. And I confirm that my journey continues, God willing. Well, nah, your journey's over with. Your journey is over with. You could put out that statement, but unless you actually do the test, it's over. And even if you actually did the test, everyone knows you're going to fail. Everyone knows this. I mean, have you guys actually heard about any other boxers saying, female boxers saying, nah, I don't want to take this test? None of them are. But this person right here, man, Imane Khelif knows it's over. You could say you're still training and all this other stuff, man. Practically at this point, man, Imane Khelif is Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, let's just keep it real. At this point now, Imane Khelif is Colin Kaepernick. Now, Kaepernick's situation a little bit different. You know, he's been out the NFL for like 8 years. He's talking about, I'm training every day. I want to come back. That's essentially what Imane Khelif is doing right now. But it's over. It is over. You're never going to box in women's boxing again. Not in a sanctioned world boxing event. Not in the Olympics either. Actually, you should be stripped of that gold medal. You really should. Everyone knows it, man. You're not getting into this country for sure. If you think you're actually going to represent Algeria in women's boxing, that's been put to bed. World boxing ain't going to let you box. And definitely, the Trump administration is not giving you a visa to come into Los Angeles to fight women. It's just not going to happen. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.